Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share with you the flip through on Susan's journal. And this is the cover. Oh, I don't even know how many pages are in it. Oh my gosh, forgot to count. Well, I'll count them and put it in the description, I guess. Anyway, it's 5.5 by 8.5 tall. And it's got I think maybe a 1.5-inch spine. Right now, nothing's in the right spot. I'm trying to clean up. It is a 1.5-inch spine. And it's an altar book, so all the pages are already incorporated into the spine, so I didn't have to do that. Now the tie here I'm not so happy with because I tried to put a hole in here with my punch, and I have this big one, and it wouldn't fit because of this out here. The height of this picture frame was so high that I couldn't get my punch in. Anyway, I tried and tried, and that way I could have put these on, the both sides. But anyway, this is what it is. I had to join the two of these strings together. So I hope, Susan, you're going to like what I did with this, I hope. I know you like red, and so I've added a little bit of red bling. And then this was that piece that I took off that necklace. And this has all been hand crocheted. It's not done by machine or by a company. It's like handmade, completely handmade. So, and this had those silver beads, or what do you call those, gems. And I didn't like the silver part. So I took them out, and then I put in this little heart and this little cluster that Jody made and sent to me. And then we have our beautiful horse with the lady riding that. And then I have the lace coming over this side, and I have 3 levels of lace coming over this way. 3 pieces of lace, and then one on this side. So let's open it up, and a little charm with the horseshoe on it, if you can see that. Something's in my way. Oh, it's that. Okay, so I left this blank. It was just getting so full, and I just couldn't add more to it because it was getting out of hand. So I did leave this because for you could have it fuller, it wouldn't be a problem. But you could put a photo here, something like that, or you can write on this page, and that would be a good spot for, I think you said you don't write in journals, but you might want to in this one. And I know you asked me to write a couple things in this journal from me about what I like, why I like the Victorian time, but age. And I don't know. I'm not really good at writing. I'm sorry. But if I think of something before you get this, I'll try to put it in there. Okay, so this page here is just a little tuck here that with the doily. And this is a sort of a Victorian lady riding her bike. And then here we have a pocket. And I have a journal card in there with this little lace and sari silk. Oh, what happened here? What? How did that get off? How did that get it loose? I tell you, the strangest things happen. Oh, let's see. Now I've got to go back out of these. Sorry about that. And if I don't do it, I'll lose these things. So I just think I had it on something like that. sometimes these pop open, but that wasn't the problem. So anyway, so you can journal on the back of this and this pocket here. Okay, here's another page that you can journal on. Little piece of lace going down the side there. And I'll probably come back here and recheck again for gluing. I noticed here it's like a little bit loose. So I'll come back and check all that. And here we have a journal card with the Victorian lady on the front and journaling space on the back. And this is the pocket. And we did some stenciling there with the paste. And I think this is just all clustered there. There's no pockets. On this side, I have this, well, doesn't want to come off. This tag here. And then this piece of paper I glued down. I can't remember what I did. It's been a while. And then here's a journal card in there. Yeah, I made a pocket out of that. But you can also journal on that. I wanted to leave room. And this, you could journal on this. This is just one of my ephemera pieces that I had copied. So I clipped it over this edge, which gives you more journaling space there. And then in here, I clipped in another journal card. And here's another journal card. So we're kind of like in the pink here. And then over here, I put this clip on here because it would keep flapping out and I didn't want to, you know, it to fall out. So this here is a little flip pocket and it has a journal card in here. And it has a cluster out here. And then you could write on the back of that one if you'd like, because it's pretty plain. And then on this side is another pocket, and it also has a journal card in it that you can journal on. And then I'm just going to put this little clip back on just so it doesn't flop open. This one, we made this one on camera, and it opens up like this, and you can journal all inside of here. And this pulls out, and it's a journal card, or tag, I should say. It goes in there, and then there's another one on this side. Okay, and that goes in this little vintage pocket with, what is this, embroidery? Yeah, it's a iron-on embroidery. I think it's Aunt Martha or something like that. Anyway, and then I put some charms on here. You're welcome to move these charms around the way you might want them, but I was trying to keep them from hitting off the edge of the book, and so I ended up putting more charms there than I wanted. Here's a little flip down, a journal spot, and this is a journaling card. And then there's opening here, a circle, and the rose shows up through there. It takes a minute to get it. I don't know, maybe this one worked better. Yeah. So that one shows through. Over here is another tuck and a journal card inside there. Tag. And then on this side we have pocket here, and we have little Victorian lady that is a journal card, and then this is a tag. And I just put this in there. It's not, it could be a journaling card for you, but I just stuck it in there because I liked it. It was pink. So that, and then over here, what do we have? Oh, over here we have this is an envelope that I turned into pocket, and I have a journal card here, and you can write on the back of that. Can you guys hear the tuba next door? Yeah, it's Saturday, so he goes out there and practices. I have this little fabric belly band there. And I have this journal card here. Put in that. Then here is another pocket, and this one I have this lady and the horse and her dog. It's not Victorian, I think. Well, Victorian is from 1835 to 1901, 1905, something like that. And that's when the skirts became shorter. So anything that's completely long like that is generally in the Victorian or before era. So, and that's a actual postcard, and that's the name of the lady. That's probably her, because they used to get postcards when they would develop their film, and it would be developed on a postcard so you could send it to somebody. Lots of them were like that. So that's probably her. It's, I don't know how to say the first name. It's EXAR. Musselwright is the last name. A lot of my ephemera is from that same family that a friend gave me. This here is just a little note. It has a, okay, so no, I didn't make it a journal card on the back of this one, but I added this little address book stuff to the back, and I used the S for Susan. And that just goes in here to the paper clip. And then here's a couple journal cards in here. And then there's a journal card in here. I like this one where I cut out the, and then I use the what's left over up there. The journal card. Whoops, where you go? In here. Okay, and that's just some washi tape. Oh, was like, what is that? It's where I cut the fabric. Oh, okay, we got to do this. And then it seemed like there was something else on this. Oh, well, I guess not. Okay, and then journaling space here. Then over here we have a tuck with journal card, or a tag, I should say. And then here's a little journal card that I put in these little pockets up here, little corners, like an old photo album would have. Now I can't get it in straight. Come on. There you go. Just holds it in. It was just really blank up there, so I needed to fill it in with something. Then back here is a pocket. I think the journal card's supposed to go in here, but I was waiting for it to dry. So this is the journal card here. It was just a collage I did. And this was made out of wrapping paper that they use like at Hobby Lobby to, you know, put your glassware in or whatever. And I just ripped it apart. I didn't even measure it. I didn't do anything. I just ripped out a shape and made this little envelope pocket thing. So it's kind of grungy. There's some more lace here. And then this here has a tag here, and it opens up and you have journaling space inside that. And it goes in this little pocket. Over here is a journal card. Oh, you know what? I forgot to sew around that. All right, hold on. I'm going to mark it. Do I have a paper clip? Well, I know I have one. Just have to find it. Okay, so this one is the same thing. You open it up and it's a journal card to use. And then over here is another journal card that I forgot to ink and sew around. So I think I'll remember that with this in here. There's always a page I forget to do. It's this little bird here, and it's kind of like this lace is at the bottom, and it kind of reminds me of a nest, I guess. And then this is clipped on, and I've got a little charm on that paper clip. And this is writing space. It looks like an envelope, but it's all open. And inside here is all writing space. So I just clipped it to here. This is an old check. Let's see. Oh, 1936. It's like a return check, and then it has the, what do we used to call these? I can't remember. Anyway, it's from the checkbook, and they glued it back together. I think there's somewhere, yeah, they actually glued it there, and then put the check with it, back with it. Forgot what that's called. Anyway, and then here's another horses and buggy. And I know these are probably not the kind of horses that Susan shows, because she shows horses, or did, and I'm sure this is not the type that she showed, but they're horses, and it's also a postcard. And I don't know if they sent it, because I can't tell. There's no stamp. So, and this is just a vintage receipt that is copied at 1750. But it's not real ephemera. It's pretend ephemera, but it looks pretty in there. Okay, so then this is like a little flip. Put that on here. Anybody counting the pages? Okay, then over here I have another long pocket, and I've put some journal cards in here. That's a Tim Holtz journal card, and this one is one that I did a while back. Long, skinny, tall card. And then there's a couple smaller little pieces of ephemera here and here. And I put this in here. It's a label that came off some doilies, and it's 10-inch doilies, 12 of them for 35 cents. But I just thought it was cute to put there. Then this one's got the kitty cats on it, which is the German ephemera. They call it German scraps, and it's really cool. It's got, it's embossed, sort of. And then I needed something in the background for them, so I used this page to glue them down to. And then here is a receipt. This one is real, and it's from 1926, and it's French. So, but that's a real authentic. If you've been watching my videos, you'll know that those are mine. And then this one is another receipt, I guess, from 1933. 32. Well, I don't know. One says 32, one says 33. So, and then it says the 21st down here. Oh, well, that wouldn't matter. Anyway, this one is also French. Actual signature on there. And then this back side here must be, I don't know what it is, a guarantee or something like that. And April 19th, 33. So if you know how to speak French, you could look it up. Anyway, put it in here, safekeeping. And any of this, you know, you might want to use in another journal that you have if you're not, you know, think it would look better somewhere else. That would be fine. Just a little journal card there, which is upside down. And a little stamped, coffee dyed, little washi on there. There's something. And then I have this bigger journal card here. And a little pocket there. Okay. And if you can tell, these are all the book pages. I didn't really say anything about that. And they're all held together because this is a vintage book and it is very weak. And some of the edges will even, you know, break off as you use them. But, yeah, I put these are all in the spine area. The muslin that I covered the spines. I did that one already. And then here's another journal card with a belly band. And then this is a cabinet card, two little Victorian girls. I love this wicker that they took a picture with. It looks like, well, you know what? Now I'm not sure that it is wicker. It actually looks like this is some kind of a tapestry fold. I mean, folded over the chair. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's Victorian time. So that's nice for a collection. This side I have a little fabric flip. And you can write in here. I have a piece of lace here. And I don't think it's vintage. Oh, I know it's not vintage. No. And then I have this piece of fabric that's on the front cover, and that is vintage. And then I have these vintage buttons, and I just put this clip here to keep it from falling when I use the page, turn the pages. Here's a little journal card here, right on the back of that. Whoops, that goes in that pocket. This is made from wallpaper that Tamara sent to me, which I don't know what happened to her. She's not, just one day she's not here. She's not answering my emails. She's not answering any way that I've tried to contact her. So I don't know if something happened or she doesn't like my videos. I just don't see that happening, but hey, you never know. Fringe in there. Okay, in this one we have this envelope, and it has, pocket, and it has a journal card here, and this is another journal card here. It was a collage from collaging. Okay, and then I hand sewed this little bit of green thread. This I have to be careful because I bet I could do this like, hold on, I could do it like this. That would look cute. Over here is one of the little hearts I made out of my collage. And this is another one of those altered playing cards. I put a hole and put a picture behind it. And then behind that I put this little page from a, what do you call it? A planner or a date book or something like that it was. And it's vintage from 1960s. And over here I have another journal card, and I have this little journal card in here, and this is a tag with the pocket in front. I think this was one of Roxy's weekly challenges, if I remember right. And here is a little collage cluster that I did with envelopes from, junk mail. And then I put a couple of these cards in there in this little envelope, and it's got a little, whoops, I probably glued it in. Yeah, I did. It has a little note thing in there you can use, or journal. And then this, I think, is the last page, and you can put, you can write, or you can put photographs or something like that, or mementos that you have. And that's, with the pockets too, you can put a lot of your own little things that you've been saving, a ticket to, the opera, or or to the rodeo. And this is just the blank pages left at the end of the book, because I just could not put any more in this book. And then this is the last page, the cover, the inside of the cover. So I hope you like this, Susan. And if you get in me to send you an invoice for this, I'm going to send it through PayPal. I don't want to use my Big Cartel website, because it doesn't cost me any money to do it straight through PayPal. And since I know who's purchasing the book, I'm going to have to glue these down a little better. I don't need to use it. I can just send you an invoice. So all I need is your email address. So if you could send me that through my email, I'll be good to go. There's no obligation. If you're not happy with this, or it's just not you, then that's not an issue. I will just put it back up for sale. What else was I going to say? I enjoyed making this. It was a lot of fun. I'm just going to count real quick. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 in these blank pages. So there's 32 pages. Okay, and it felt like I was doing 100, and it looks like 100 pages. So, yeah, just go to my email and write me a note, Susan, and I will send you an invoice, and at that time you can decide whether or not you want to purchase the journal. Like I said, you don't have to. I don't like this tie. I don't like to cover the top of my journals like this part, because I don't know. But you probably don't even need a tie when you're using it for yourself. And this little charm, I went to put it was larger, and I went to put it here, and all the pieces fell off, like it just crumbled. So this was left, and it's fairly solid, but I don't know what caused that. But I'm telling you, here lately, I don't know what's wrong, but my rubber bands, look at this. My rubber bands melted and rotted everywhere that I had rubber bands around. I had some ephemera cards, and I had put a rubber band around them, and they did this, and I don't understand that. It just rotted. And so, I don't know, maybe that's why my glue's not working very well. But I cleaned out all my lids, so that's a good thing. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go here. And Susan, I hope you enjoy this. I hope it's what you wanted. And this fraying will stop. It's just, you know, where it's sewed here, it'll stop fraying. Okay? So we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.